Hello, welcome everybody to our Sunday night open mic at Mirador.
Woo! Yeah.
Welcome. So we are also waiting a couple of more people. So I'll be your MC tonight. I'm Ceren. You can also call me Jerry if you want to follow me on Instagram, Jerry the Comic. So I'm Turkish, and one thing you should know about me is that I'm an alcoholic. I quit in January though. I quit drinking, and since then I'm feeling much healthier. I don't have headaches anymore, and I didn't wake up not even a single day in a complete stranger's bed. Thank you. That's the reaction I'm waiting. Now I'm waking up in my bed with strangers. And if you wonder how I quit drinking, how I got over this addiction, I replaced it with another addiction, of course. So since January, I'm working out a lot. More specifically, I'm going to swimming. I'm swimming a lot, and I'm going to Coke. I mean, Coke, you know, the biggest sports center in Luxembourg, right? It's so big. Like, I'm thinking, like, why Coke is so big? Is Luxembourg trying to compensate the size of the country? I mean, it's so big, but it's also really hard to miss if you are taking the tram to Kirchberg. Because when you get closer to the stop, the tram jingle starts to play, right? When you are getting close to Coke, it starts. Coke. And then it repeats. Coke. As if we didn't get it at the first time, like it's the same in both languages, right? But Coke is an amazing place. Like I really like to go to Coke, and I like to Coke. I like big Cokes a lot, and why? Thank you, if it's a compliment. So there's a place though, so there's a swimming pool, but there is also the wellness area in the Coke. And the wellness area, more specifically the saunas, are really weird in this part of Europe because you have to be completely naked, right? It's really weird because Europeans are really protective about their privacy, you know, GDPR and so on. Even each time you open a website, you have to consent. But they don't mind being naked in front of a bunch of strangers, right? That's already weird, but the most weirdest moment of saunas are the Aufguss sessions. If you know Aufguss, or if you don't know, I'll explain. In the Aufguss sessions, it's like 15 minutes of special heat therapy or something like that. And many people goes inside to this session at the same time. And because saunas are small and many people try to fit in at the same time, and there are steps, you end up sitting next to someone's Coke. Like, that's quite weird. But myself, I'm okay with sitting next to Cokes. I'm okay with sitting in the Coke, you know, I'm okay sitting on the Coke. I mean, Coke. I like Coke, you know, it's like when you snore, it makes you happy and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. And there's also the swimming pool area, of course, where I spend a lot of time. And swimming pools have some rules, right? If you go to a swimming pool, you have to follow some rules. One of them is putting a cap is mandatory to prevent your hair to fall into the water. That's fine, but how about those men, like yourself, sir? I don't want to point out. But how about those men who have more hair on their face?
Yeah, and chest maybe.
Than their head, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Why isn't it mandatory to put a face cap for them too?
Maybe some of them have to put like bra kinda.
Yeah, like exactly. And if you have, I mean, if a person has more hair in their body, like they have a fur, right? They can come like they are, as they are. But scuba gear should be mandatory for them, I guess. Like, because it's not fair. Like, if you are a female, you would know. that you have to go through this really painful and shameful hair removal phase in one stage of your time. Like even those cute, innocent, tiny hair in your, between your legs, you have to remove them. It's really painful. Even you use waxation or laser, it doesn't matter. And imagine also those ones, little cute ones between your butt cheeks. Females even have to go through this removal process. Like as an adult woman, you go into this room, another adult woman, and take care of this, and you are humiliated because you are an adult person, but you lay down there like a baby, and this other adult woman takes care of them. And if it's the butt cheeks, like they sometimes, you have to stand like this, and they sometimes ask your help. Like, can you please remove this butt cheeks, And you're like pretending there as if nothing's happening, as if everything's normal and there's nothing weird about this process. And it hurts at the same time, it hurts a lot. And after everything, like, okay, thank you, I'll be back in 2 months, So we go through this process, but what the guys are doing, they don't even shave, right? Please. There should be some justice in this. When I go to swimming pool, I'm like really thinking about this stuff. So, anyone else is going to swimming pool here? Do you feel similar, lady?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Everything resonates.
So, I told you that I'm Turkish. But I'm not a Turkish person that you know because I don't like kebab. So I moved to Luxembourg only a couple of years ago, but I already have a car. I own my apartment, and and my friends think that it's a great achievement for a 15-year-old. Yeah. And thank you for this joke to a really beloved friend, by the way. She knows who she is. So I'm actually 35 years old, okay. I'm 35 years old and I'm living in a 35 square meter apartment. But I believe if I can increase 1 square meter per year, I may be living in a decent place by the time I'm 90. Apart from being really small, there's something really annoying about my place, and that's the church next to my place. Because church rings bells every 15 minutes. From 7 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. in the evening, even on Sundays, like every day, And I left Turkey to escape 5 times Muslim pray every day. And I ended up listening to 50 times of church bells here. Sometimes I even feel like I traveled back in the time. Like, who needs church bells anymore, right? We all have watches, smartphones. If we really want to listen to church bells, we can download the church bell app. Why would I need to listen to the real one? And that's why sometimes I feel missing Turkey. And I would have never guessed that I would miss Turkey. But it's a nice country, let's admit. Anyone here visited Turkey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which cities did you visit?
Istanbul.
How was it like? How was Turkish people? Like, were they friendly to you?
Yes, my cousin one cousin moved there and married a Turkish guy and has stayed there for many years, so I finally visit her. I had a great time. I loved it.
Amazing, right? Thank you for sharing this. Where are you from?
The U.S.
The US. You are from the West, yeah. And your cousin is from the West as well. Yes, because that's a great observation. Turkish people are friendly. As long as you are coming from the West, or you are a bold guy. If you are a bold guy coming from the West, we are even more friendly. But yeah, that's the idea. And there's this weird thing in Turkish people. We think everything is better in the West, especially in the Europe, because that's the closest West. We think everyone says hi to each other on the streets, you know. We think streets are cleaner in the Europe. I was thinking the same until I visited Brussels. So that's the Turkish people. And there is a secret about Turkish people. I don't know if anyone told you that before. Turkish people are racist, actually, but not like Americans or French, because Turkish people got rid of minorities. Yeah. So that's an insider joke, maybe. So I would like to also get to know you a bit. Like, where are you from, maybe? Welcome again.
Close to Turkey.
Close to Turkey.
I'm from Bulgaria.
Oh my God, amazing! Welcome. And your friend or your
My
boyfriend?
boyfriend.
I'm Italian.
Italian. Great. How did you meet? In Luxembourg or?
Yeah, in Luxembourg, in a club.
Nice. Is it Samir?
No, I know he likes the story because I approached him.
Wow.
Which for an Italian guy.
That's the power of Eastern Europe. Don't underestimate Eastern Europeans, right? So yeah, would you like to tell the story how you met?
Well, I mean, the story is quite interesting. So, I was looking in this club, you know, I was looking, hanging around. I just go to the toilet and I go back. And my friends were gone. I said, what the fuck? Those assholes left me here.
Okay.
So
How
I-
long you were in the toilet? Maybe.
I mean, the time to do, you know, the private business. I come upstairs and okay, I start to look around. And suddenly, she appears. Say hi.
Like instead of your friends, she appeared.
Correct.
Which ones would you prefer? Your friends or her?
You asking a question that has already an answer. So, I'm
So, but the crucial question is, were you waiting any guy coming out of the toilet? Like, any guy coming out of toilet would have worked at that moment?
No,
Why
it
you
was,
were
it
waiting
was already
outside
back.
the
It was already back in the on the dance floor, you
Oh,
know.
okay.
So, and my thought was interesting. For one time, I happen to do the job, and she's even good looking.
Oh, wow. How long have you been together?
Well, now it's been 6 months, more or less. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. And thank you for sharing the story. And welcome again. So, have you been to Turkey before? Maybe, yeah, by bus, train?
No, I flew from Luxembourg to Istanbul.
Oh, cool. Yeah, better way. So, in Turkey, maybe you have realized Turkish people wants to show the hospitality, right? Like, only if you are a tourist. Yeah, if you were a minority in Turkey, we don't expect that. But Turkish people tries to show the hospitality by translating the Turkish signs to English in touristic areas, so everyone could understand, right? But the Turkish hospitality is like, we translate the signs into English, but we also translate the prices. For example, a museum entrance is 10 Turkish lira, but when we translate it, it becomes 10 euro. Like there's like 40 times difference between them. Right? I don't know if you have noticed that. Yeah, but maybe you only saw 10
there is
euro.
a price.
Yeah.
That's another-
Tourist price. And recently I discovered a new price range. If you are a Turkish living abroad, and when you visit Turkey, you visit the touristic area with your friends and stuff maybe. And at the beginning they think you are a tourist as well, and they say hello, you know, and you reply selam or selam aleyküm, you reply in Turkish. And they get confused and they don't know which price to give you, you know. And they say like, I'll make you a discount. It's €5 for you. And you're like, but it's 10 Turkish lira, you know. And he's like, no, it's the old price. I'm making a discount, stuff like that. So the prices are changing depending on who you are, definitely. So I keep saying Turkey, but you probably know the name of the country is changed. It's now Türkiye, because Turkey can't fly. So it's like a fashion now. Nowadays, many countries are changing names, right? Czech Republic become Czechia, Turkey become Türkiye, India is changing its name, Netherlands was Holland before. So I'm thinking like, why not Luxembourg thinking about changing its name too? It won't be difficult because no one knows it anyway, right? Everyone thinks that it's a city in Germany or a region in France. So my proposition is, since it has the highest number of well-paid but super boring jobs, why don't we call it Luxembourging? So yeah, thank you very much. With this joke, I will introduce the first comedian of the night. And the first comedian of the night, he's a very well-known comedian in Luxembourg scene, and he's like a great person as well. Please give a warm welcome for Luca.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I host you tonight. Man, I'm so glad I came here tonight. I'm so glad I came. I was sitting in your audience before, man.